So, I did not expect to be telling this story right now at all. If you had woke up and told me today that I would be telling a story, especially a school story, I would have called you crazy. But it happened today, and as you can see by the title, someone pulled the fire alarm at school. And it was not a joke at all. So where does this story really begin? So this story is hot off the press. It's 5:19 when I'm recording this, and it probably happened around 1:30 this afternoon. So when you're watching this video, it's published on the same day. It happened around 1:30 this afternoon. Also, if you're wondering, this is not live commentary. This is pre-recorded. Some very kind and thankful people commented under my videos relentless about me doing this, so I'm doing a pre-recorded commentary. Anyways, so basically, around 1:30, I was sitting in chemistry class, bored out of my mind. The teacher was just teaching away, and she's like, okay, we're gonna do study guides, no big deal. So I pull out a piece of paper, writing away at the answers, and then I hear the fire alarm. And I'm like, okay, no big deal. So I was like, we haven't had a fire alarm pull this year, which usually we have not. This is the first time in the entire, I think, hold on, it's been there 7th, 9th, 10th, 11th. So this is in the 4 years I've been there. The fire alarm's never been pulled once. So this is rare. Yeah, of course we have our yearly checks. I mean, every school does. I mean, we're a private school, so I mean, still, we have our checks and everything, so it doesn't matter. I mean, we have it pulled like once a year, maybe twice a year, but it's not like an intentional pull. So when it gets pulled, I'm like, okay, no big deal. Scared the crap out of me, whatever, because it was unexpected. I didn't expect it. They didn't tell us beforehand that it was a test. So we go outside, line up, do the normal brigade thing, and I'm asking my teacher, I'm like, so was this a planned drill? And she was like, well, they were planning to do one during the week, but it was unexpected. I mean, so I was like, okay, and then the principal comes out, and she's like, is every kid accounted for? And I'm like, yes. And I said yes for some reason, but it was really for my teacher. So my teacher said yes. They had some back and forth, and then we went inside, and there was a lot of smoke. Like, not like bad smoke, but it was definitely noticeable. So my mind's like, oh crap, did a fire actually go off? And I look in the kitchen, and so basically during my chemistry class, there is home economics, and they were cooking with a stove. And I thought at first that the cooking, why it was burning, was because, you know, we had went outside for a fire drill. So obviously every freaking thing was left unattended, which would have been really dumb for some reason. In my mind, I was like, okay, why would you pull the fire drill in a home ec if they're cooking? Like, isn't that kind of dumb? Isn't that going to contribute more to a fire actually happening if it was a drill? So me and this other girl came in the back way. We weren't supposed to come in this way, and our teacher did too. So we were kind of sitting there chilling, waiting for everybody to come back to class. And I was kind of thinking in my mind, like I said before, it's kind of irresponsible to pull it during home ec, especially when there's a fire hazard of it being a stove I was on when I was in there. Turns out it was a intentional pull, because somebody, you guys wouldn't even know anyways, but it was a 7th grader. They burnt toast. So they weren't toasting. Basically, they were making French toast, and they weren't making it, you know, you throw it in a toaster. You have to butter the bread, you know, making French toast. Somehow she burnt her piece of toast, and it smoked. And the thing it didn't catch on fire, but it smoked good enough to where, you know, it got the attention of the smoke detector, where the smoke detector was going off like, hey, there's a fire, get everybody out. So I don't know if the smoke detector was the one that pulled it off. Like I said, I don't know anything about this crap, so I don't know if the smoke detector was what set off the fire alarm, or if someone pulled the fire alarm. I don't know, man, but I mean, at this point, it doesn't matter. The fire alarm got set off. It was an intentional set off. It was not a test. This was not a test at all, even though it probably was a test. Thankfully, that girl did not catch the building on fire, because if she did, I was right next door, so I could have died. And, you know, obviously that would be terrible. I don't think anybody would miss me, but anyways. So yeah, that's pretty much the video. I didn't expect this. I was gonna do something else, but I just knew that I had to tell this story. There was no way I could leave it hanging. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'm glad I'm still alive. I'm glad there was no, like, real major damage other than just the inconvenient smell of smoke in my class, and the girl probably, the girl was literally crying from what I heard, because she was afraid she's gonna get bad trouble. That's funny. I have one more story to tell before I end the video. If I was going to say that it was going to be any home economics class it was, my home ec class would 100% have been the one, because there was these girls that were messing with aluminum foil. They were trying to start a fire in home ec, but somehow it failed. And then this girl comes along, burns toast, whatever. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you're new. See ya.